January 2024. We're at the Turlock swap meet. Anybody in Southern California in their right mind would have gone to the Moon Eye show, but I instead got in my car and drove for 5 hours to come up here to Turlock because I've never been. I'm very interested. I've heard lots of good things about this swap meet. Here we have a sample of some classic T-Birds. The Modesto area T-Bird Club showed up in force. I've always appreciated a nice T-Bird. They've been, I think, underappreciated by a lot of collectors. Referred to them as thunder chickens. But one thing that we see a lot of out here is these Chevy pickups. This early Fords. The event's hosted by the Ford Model A Club, and it has a very strong reputation for having a large early Ford showing. Cadillac. It's a 50 Chevy pickup. Very well taken care of, shiny. So here we go. What we're going to do is we're going to focus more on the cars that are for sale. Here we have the 99 Dodge Ram 4x4. It's a 1500, but it seems to be a single cab and a short bed, which would be highly desirable for $5,500. This event allows model year 2000 and earlier vehicles to come in. 28K for a 48 Chevrolet Driftmaster. Here's a Lincoln Zephyr 1937. Look at this guy. Bare metal. Sounds very prominent. I don't think that's a lot of time and effort. English wheel rolled that. Oh man. See the wheel marks. Look at that. Got ourselves a Nova. 1870. Runs and drives. 11,000. Non-op 6-cylinder. That looks like a nailhead engine. We'll make this a Buick Skylark. Okay, look at the tag. 38K for the 63 Skylark. Here we go. And this is a 3-door Suburban. It was 15K for this one. There's a phone number. This is Turlock's in Central California. So he's advertising this 53 Merc for $3,900. I think that's a pretty good deal. I like that. I'm gonna bring the Merc, but 65 Impala, $58,000. Very clean.
I have one.
background noise probably gonna get picked up. Here we go, dually Cummins. Extended cab, not the 4-door. 3,500. There's no for sale sign. I thought it was for sale. I'm gonna do this guy. Looks like 63 or 64.
Not yet. It's clean right here.
63 Impala 4-door. The seller wants 18.5. A little bit on the pricey side for a 4-door. Single cab, long bed, GMC. Oh my goodness. He has pictures, but no for sale sign. Oh, is it sold already or he's just showing it off? I dig it. Here we go. 75 Dodge Scamp, or I'm sorry, that's a Plymouth Scamp. $3,500. This would be California 75 and earlier is small exempt. Legally, you're not allowed to modify them, but there's no inspection, so nobody would know. There we go. It's a Brookwood. I love these wagons. I think it's a 58. It's got a significant amount of rust and bodywork that needs to be done, but it's rather straight. 58 Brookwood. Proper gas. I don't know if you can see that. And here we go. It's a rat rod. I don't know if you can read any of that. It's a very custom. Very, very custom job. Very custom.
This is 67.
Got a lot of brass axles. Look at that flathead. Man, that's a big old flatty.
I couldn't get it up here.
There's those seats. We got the spider web decor. There's this caddy. You can never guess the caddies. I'm gonna call this a 57, but I'm gonna be wrong. Oh, it just says for sale on it. It doesn't give me a detail. Okay, let me know in the comments what year this is in this caddy. Let me know in the comments what year the caddy is, because I say 57 and I'm always wrong, no matter what year I say. Sometimes I know better and I just say the wrong one just to keep consistency. So here's a OBS 3500 dually. It's got the extended cab, not the 4-door. 454 says for sale or trade, but doesn't list a price. This looks like a Studebaker. I could be with this. See what it says. Let's check out that pinstripe in the back. You know I love that. I'm big on the pinstripes. We got some flames. Oh, Studebaker. Put it on. Let's see what it says. That one's 25 grand for 1950 Studebaker. It's got a 350 in it. And a 700 R4. So, these Buick Rivieras are really popular in the custom car culture. I see a lot of them in Southern California. This guy has this Buick Riviera. It's a 67, 7,500. It's got a bad exhaust valve. It says it's in rough condition, but it still seems relatively low on the price. So here we go. We got a Durango, which is based on the Dakota. This is the SLT. So it's going to have the smaller V8 in it. It's going to have the 318 V8 as opposed to the 360. We got a Dodge van. Trade's been 200. I don't know what year this is. I'm not. I used to have a Ram van. Before van life was cool, I lived in it. That's because I was homeless, not because I was an influencer.
Is there a 10 volt or 12 volt on there? I think it's there's a limited slip. 10 volt or 10, 12. I haven't counted it.
Alright, 66 El Camino.
In fact, I was under there the other day recently. So look at it. So somebody's going to ask me.
So here we go. We got this square body looking Chevrolet pickup. The C10 Club. I don't see any for sale signs. So we got a step side. Step side on this one. V8 350. This is a GMC square body. Alright, so this is single cab, dually Ford. This is the 351. It's a 350. 15,000. 15,000. So here we have a Buick Special convertible. 1962. Asking 6,500 or make an offer. So the thing that I like about Turlock swap meet, as well as Long Beach swap meet, you have to drive the car in, so you know it at least drives. You don't know if it'll make it all the way back home. 6,500 for this guy. I'm imagining it has a 6-cylinder. It's got the 3 on the tree. That's really nice. You don't see that anymore. See the C10 cruising on by. 63 Ranchero, V8. There's 20K. It's 63. Got the nice seats in there. Rhino line on the bed. There's another wagon. It's a Chevy Deluxe. I want to call it a 52, but I'm always wrong. It's got the wood paneling, so it probably predates the 50s. It's got a for sale sign in there with no info. Okay. I'm always wrong when it comes to. That's beautiful wood. Beautiful wood. Okay. $58,000 is what they're asking for this. It's out of my price range, but worth every penny if you ask me. That is beautiful woodwork. That is gorgeous. That's artwork right there. Oh my goodness. So here we go. It says it's 454 SS, but there's no 454 SS badging on here. But somebody might have taken it off. That looks like a 454 to me. Usually they have a red 454 on there. Let me see it on this one. I don't see a for sale sign in there either. I think they just came to hang out. Everybody's looking at that $6,500 Buick. I think that one will sell today. Hopefully. Hopefully, because then I'll be tempted. 396 turbojet, 500 plus horsepower. And this, what is this? So this is 65 Chevelle, 42,500 or best offer. Here we go. Step side GMC square body. No for sale sign, so. It's bump side Ford. Does not have a for sale sign either. Top Falcon is so clean. It's got a little bit of a cosmetic damage to the paint. A little bit of bubbling from the rust underneath. Look at this. See what he's got. 15,000 or best offer. Can you see that? Alright. So I'm gonna tip myself with that Buick Special one more time. I don't even remember how to drive 3 on the tree. Had an old 3 on the tree pickup, but I don't even remember how to drive it. Here goes the slammed. 80s looking build with those deep dish rims on there. Look at that. With the, man, I have a 70s C10 lifted. It's just got a lift on it. It's not a 4-wheel drive. I haven't seen any front pumpkin on it. California. That's pretty funny. The guys in the Bay Area say hella all the time. Or hecka if they're religious. Oh, look at the pinstriping on this guy. It's so clean. Ooh, look at the pinstripe. Oh, it's got the stitching on the seats even. I don't know if you can see that. It's a Fleet Master. This guy's for sale. Look at all that chrome up front. Pardon me. Let's see what we got. 38,000 for 56K original models. Look at the lines on this thing. It's so stupid. What is this? Oh, this is a Plymouth. Sorry, I didn't recognize it. Look at the badge. It says Plymouth on it. $14,500. What do we have here? The flat 6, 2, 4, 6. Yep. It's nice. Another 34,500 for this one. LS. There's another 57 T-Bird, classic T-Bird.
Right back there.
42,000. 42,000 for this guy. The Slam 4 looks like the frames are in the ground. 57 bagged, asking 17K. Doesn't seem like a horrible deal. No real touch work, it's just got some plywood in the back, but I mean, it's a driver. It's a driver. It's a shoebox. No for sale sign that I could see. We got a COE right here. It's not a real COE because they got it mid-engine. What do they have? Is that a small? No, that's a big block Chevy. We got a international cab, 36, 55,000. $55,000. Hey, I know this truck. Some idiot's trying to sell it. When are you ever gonna get another RT Dakota with the 5.9 liter V8? Model 12.5. Like Model A's and Model T's, they're like the best deals in hot rodding if you ask me. Thriftmaster Chevy 3600. Look at this guy. This is super clean. Super. $36,000 for this one.
In a long bit.
We have 68 Chevelle. 49,500. It's a big block Chevy in there.
You did eventually, but you were stubborn about
There we go. There's a Dart. I think this is a 318. 66 Dart GT, 19,500. 4-door 55 Bel Air, the 350, the Turbo 400, 26K. Carbon fiber wrap on this fan. The 69 Dodge. 25,000. This is the 82 Scrambler. CJ8.
We did.
2,500. This guy doesn't have any horsepower. This one, 18.5 for this SS El Camino, 396. Asking 25K. Another El Camino. What's a GMC Caballero? 78, 7,000. Oh, I can't read the number. Galaxy 59.
Yeah, it articulates it for me.
79 F100.
Can you tell how much that's selling for?
I cannot see us. We got 26,500.
26,500. Thank you.
You're welcome. Pardon me. $79 Ford, 31.5. This is clean. Good Dodge Power Wagon looking thing. '41 Dodge, 32,005. Steve Baker Commander, 15K, 1950. $5,500 for 75 with a 460. Oh wow, seems inexpensive. And it drove in. 25K. LS swap. $34 Ford Tudor. 37,000. That 3/4 rear view. Sunroof. 50K. I mean, I hope he gets it, but 29 on LA. Overdrive. No price. There's a number if you want to call. That's all original. There's a Ford pickup. It's 35. Oh, I wouldn't have guessed 35. It's got a 302 in it with an 8-inch rear. 25K. 10 long bed, $16,900. T-Bird Club showed up deep. The T-Bird. The 62 with the 429 swap. That's for $17,500. This is a 23 Buick. See these older cars. That Buick is much bigger than a Ford. But I would, if they didn't tell me it was a Buick, I'd have called it a Ford. Got some good wheels on it and everything. The Super Sport. See, we got the 70 Nova SS with a 454 swap, 25K. K5 Blazer. The 80 K5, 7,000. 82 GMC. So in the state of California, 97 and earlier diesels do not get smaller. This was an 82, originally a diesel, but he's done a LS swap on there. This event's hosted by the Modesto Model A Club. 31 Model A 4-door, he's asking $21,000. '72 Suburban, 23K. Let's get you a better view of that number if you're interested. Lexus SC40. I believe this is the hardtop convertible. If you want style and reliability, this is for you. This is a, so it's got a V8, 2005, $9,000. That seems like reasonable for what you get compared to what some of these other people are asking for some of these other vehicles. 94 F-150 with a 5.0. Still with the price. Here's a Chevrolet long bed in Patina. 4,500 for the 70 with a 454. This is probably the runs and stops, title in hand. That's probably the buy of the show here. It looks like somebody already tried to do a bed conversion right there. Every time somebody cuts a long bed into a short bed, a fairy dies. This one says it's an SS350. I think that's just a badge this guy had made up. I've never heard of an SS350. 13.5, 96. It's cool. I dig it. 14.5 these OJ Broncos, man. 94. 351. They're just so expensive. I like Broncos. I don't like OJ Broncos, but that's just me. You don't have to be like me. You know, I prefer that you don't be like me. I prefer that you have your own individual style and taste. $10,500 for this two-wheel drive. It's in club. This guy doesn't have any. big old Impala. 35,000 for the 68 with 327. 38 Ford, $44,500. Nissan 300ZX. Not my thing, but maybe yours. 7,000 for an 85.
Yeah, that guy got the deal.
Belvedere, Plymouth Belvedere. I believe that could be a 440. I'm not sure. 383, sorry. Geo Tracker. Oh, it's already sold. Already sold. County of Shasta. It's pretty funny. 36 Dodge Brothers D2. Asking 28.5. $28.5 for this 26 Model T Roadster with 32 grill. It's clean. 66 C10 short bag, 19,000. 350. F250 67 for 10K for primer.
Once I get my C9 Mustang running, I need to start.
Chevrolet 4x4.
That's why I called the.
Just because it's like, I'm shocked at what people buy.
I wonder what,
31 Model A Tudor,
if I could,
14.5.
just before I
64 Impala. $350. 51 Plymouth. It's for $12,900. Plymouth Concord.
Yeah, it's a Plymouth. Oh, it's a Plymouth. It's a lovely day for it, for sure.
No, it's not too warm
27
today.
T-Bucket
Yeah.
for 327.
Take care, guys. My buddy don't into this stuff.
See what kind of rear end we got back here. It's like a 9-inch.
How's it going?
yeah, he had a
Ram K5.
built a 55 hardtop Chevelle.
Look at that. That's very nice interior. Super nice.
Yeah, but it was a hardtop. And then, fully
Super
restored
Sport
everything.
67 Chevelle.
Got full frames and everything.
Each one of us has some little special.
And this guy right here, we bought a couple other trucks off of him. And we always see this truck.
GMC 1500 custom 12,500.
Good.
64 Chevelle. So here's the Lincoln Continental. I want to say it's a 57. Yes, a 57. They're asking 48,000 for this one.
I got more. Last time I looked at it anyway.
See what they want for the Ford Ranger. 6,500 for a 2000 Ford Ranger.
Back to the
SS stencil on it. No for sale. Chevrolet Impala. The price. Still the plastic on the seats. Chevrolet Rat Rod pickup truck. $43 GMC Rat Rod, $14K. There's no for sale sign. Okay, just walk by. Vista Cruiser. The Queen VW. 71 Datsun for $8,000. '69 Firebird. 74 Nova for $16K. 35 to 40 Ford frame. He's asking $4,000. 4-wheel disc brakes and a 9-inch rear. Nodular 9-inch. It's $1,500 for the rim and tire set. $350 for the unused race slicks. $250 for the custom 9-inch housing. Flathead distributor part. Looks like a flathead crate. More flathead distributor parts. Flathead gaskets.
Right, exactly.
Looks like a 21-foot water pump. APA heads. Here we go. This Oldsmobile for $1,600 in 1941 with the flathead straight six. It is the 4-door, but it is all here. It has a motor, it has everything. This guy says he can even deliver it. If you want to get into classic cars, you don't have a lot of money. This $1,600 seems really inexpensive for 41.
I think I'm gonna go get.
Look at all this old sheet metal.
Yeah, I just don't want to haul a lot of stuff out and have to haul it all back in again. Oh, here we go.
Different because we'll be able to be organized.
Nice boat.
Drop one off. I mean, another one. I mean, I've had probably 40 dogs.
They don't argue with you.
Insurance, right? Love you guys. I'm gonna see if I can get this. See you soon, man. Good to see you. I'll see you soon. It's lamb season.
Model A cowl. Model A trunk lid. Cowl.
I thought you guys wanted to block back.
Well, do we hit this green? Yeah.
3031 Model A doors. '52 GMC. 19.5.
Pretty good.
'67 Camaro race car, 10K. Seems like a pretty decent deal. There's no motor. It's got everything else.
I want to get in on it. It's something to make this happen.
Anything like my entrance collection? What do those look like?
Yes. But it's a Hal and a Hal block.
Yeah, you see
Yeah,
the
they
Hal
made the Hal
block.
heads to put on A's and B's, and then because the bottom end always fell out, so they built that.
Pardon me. 34.5 window. 22.5. This 56 sold already. They were asking 3,500. I would have swooped that up in a heartbeat. '31 Model A. 15.5. With a rumble seat. EAC Mercury. 74-inch crank. Little rocket.
450.
EPA, industrial grill, the magneto rims, front spindles, five window, 32.
Okay, go home. Okay, 28.5, and I'll send yours to you come back tomorrow. Or today, or whatever.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
26 Touring T, asking 9,500. Interior's really nice.
2 for 15.
'34 Ford pickup. 8,850. I don't know what year this is, but I think it's 69, 60, or 15 Gs. It's ready, you just gotta stab it in your engine. So pick a color when you stab your engine. French flathead, 4,500.
Because they were copying these guys. That's why it was black light. It was thick as hell. And the guy that bought it, B&M?
$39,000.
ARK.
Steel frame. Looks like we got a nail head, freshly rebuilt. Fiberglass toe. Asking 4,500. Turtle deck. It's a 47 Indy car.
Okay, so you just got back from Turlock.
Mm-hmm.
It's still actually going on today, but you blitzed up Friday night instead of sleeping.
Yes,
And-
no sleep. 5-hour commute up north, left the house at midnight, got there right around 5:30 after stopping for gas, and I was expecting a line out the wazoo. I was also expecting them to open the gates at 5 a.m., which according to the internet, that's what they usually do, and according to everybody there, that's what they usually do so that you can get into the car corral. They did not. They did not open the gates till 7, which is the exact same time that they opened the gates for general admission.
That seems weird.
Yes. A lot of people that were participating were slightly upset about it. Now, Turlock, it is highly recommended that if you're going to participate as a vendor, be it car corral or parts vendor, you come on Friday and set up, because there is no way you're going to get in and get your space if you show up on Saturday when they open the gates. They open for business Saturday and Sunday, but there were a lot of empty spaces there, and not because those people didn't show up, but because the vendor-to-vendor sales were so rampant on Friday that those people sold completely out and left. There was no space that went unclaimed, but by the time the people got there, it was empty. And getting a space for Turlock, just getting a space for Turlock, it's like years on a wait list to get in as a vendor.
I noticed a number of people on Instagram were begging for spots. Is
Yes.
anyone giving up their spot? Is there any open spots? Is anyone? I'll buy your spot from you.
Yes.
Messages on Instagram, and these were, and these are like some of the
More prominent Instagram
yeah,
sellers.
Yes.
Yes.
And-
People
and-
that have been, it's the Turlock Swap Meet has been going on for 57 years annually. Well, it's turned into a 4 times a year event, but the January and fall event are one organization, and then the one that happens in the spring and the winter are another organization that put it on. But it's
Okay.
at the same spot, and it's a lot of the same participants.
Right.
And the whole reason why they started doing multiple events is because they ran out of vendor spots.
Okay.
Having said that, before this, Pomona was the largest swap meet that I had ever been to. The car corral is minuscule at this facility. I was expecting a lot more complete cars, but that was not the focus of this swap meet. The focus of this swap meet was actual car parts, and there were. Pomona's broken up into 2 sections. There's a smaller section that people call the VW section. It's not really a VW section, but the
Not
guys who
anymore. It's where all the VW stuff is, but
the guys who sell the VW parts, they kind of correlate in that one area.
Coalesce, yeah.
And then the other larger section is where you have your general sales. Well, Turlock had about 5 sections about as large as that larger general section at Pomona, and they were broken up into different areas. So like when I walk in, I just see the car corral area and a couple of vendors, and I was very unimpressed. I thought, this is it, and that's just it. But it was about the size of the GM section. I'm like, oh, they just have this many vendors and this many cars, and this is it. Then I started walking around. I noticed that there's a hallway, that people are going through the hallway, and I think that they're leaving, but they're not. I follow them just to see what it is, and it opens up into this whole yard where it's just the same size, and it's just more. I'm like, oh, okay, so it's bigger than I thought. And then I walk through to the end of it, and I find another hallway that leads to another section. And there's like 5 of these. I got to 4 of the sections before I gave up. I couldn't do all of them. My legs were hurting. My back was cramping. I was exhausted. It's definitely a 2-day event if you are going as a buyer just to see all of this stuff. You have to pace yourself. It is huge.
Okay, so you ran into a bunch of stuff you couldn't live without.
Well, not that I absolutely couldn't live with that. Like the tires were kind of like a throw-in thing. But the first thing I saw was this matching set of aluminum 21 stud heads. And when I say matching, I mean that they match. They have holes eaten in them from the amount of water that's flown through them. They really need to get redone. But they were $20. So I had a problem saying no to $20, you know. That was me personally. The turtle deck, actually, the turtle deck was probably the next thing that I bought. And I was wandering around, and I saw this one guy, and he had a whole bunch of like really well taken care of vintage Model T body panels. And he wanted top dollar for his vintage Model T body panels, more than I was willing to spend. And somebody set up right next to him with stuff that was more patinaed, more weathered, right next to this guy. And then when he heard me asking, he says, look, I got this turtle deck right here. He says, I'm just trying to get rid of this stuff. I'll give it to you for $200. And I said, what'd you take? He says, nope, I said $200 is, and I said I get the latch, the hood latch, and he says yes, you get all of it. I said, well, for $200, I really can't argue with that, so I took it. I don't need a turtle deck, but I want a turtle deck, so that was that.
Now we got a turtle deck.
Now we have a turtle deck. I ran into this guy. He was from Contra Costa Mustangs up in East San Francisco Bay Area, Oakland area. And he had this, what I thought was a white boot, but it turns out to be parchment colored. It's the wrong shade of white because we have the bright white seats. And he gave me it was brand new, still in the box. He gave it to me for half of retail. So I just snatched that up. They retail for about $80 to $100 and gave it to me for $40.
That's for the 67 Stan.
67 Mustang that we lovingly refer to as Stan because
It's missing.
the MU and the G have fallen off and it just says Stan on it. And I was like, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's
It's a perfect name for a car.
Yeah, perfect name for that car. It's Stan.
I was really tired and I was walking around and I was ready to just leave and I had walked by this set of brand new race tires. The guy wanted $350 for a set of two. He said he put them on his vehicle and he never ran them because the 28-inch tires didn't match his gear set. So he went with bigger tires, some 30-inch tires. And these were the 30-inch tires that he ran. So he did one event in these tires, and I much preferred the 30-inch tires myself. The 28s, you got to get more RPMs out of them. Mm-hmm. Trip to Turlock Swap Meet is one of the premier swap meets. It is a large swap meet. One of the recommendations that our friends that we've never met before at Iron Trap suggested is traveling outside of your area to check out swap meets. And that was what I took into consideration when I did that. So I've done a couple of videos expanding upon their philosophy behind swap meets, because I go to a lot of swap meets. There it is. That's what we did. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them inside the comments section.
Corrections as well.
Especially if I make mistakes. That being said, that's all for this episode, and we hope to see you next time. We really hope to see you at the swap meet. We really hope to see you working on your car. Till next time, like, subscribe, hit the notification button, do all of those things that everybody says that you need to do when they're on the internet. Be nice and wrench on it.